Hi ladies, how are y'all? I wanted to come and talk about perimenopause, as well as say fibromyalgia. I'm having period flu today, which makes me think of fibromyalgia because it feels very, very, very similar. In fact, when I first started getting period flu, I was extremely confused. I thought that my fibro had come back, and I've been in remission since end of 2010. So I was like, no, oh my god, it's coming back. I can't do it again. But lo and behold, it's period flu, which just sucks. Oh, it sucks. It's not something I experienced as a young person. I didn't have that. I just had cramps, and that was it. Now I have all the things. So I've made a lot of like short form videos, especially over on TikTok. I think I put most of them on here. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to kind of get into what I'm experiencing right now at 49. I just turned 49, and 49. I've had so many plans for myself to get better and heal up, from just aging. Aging is rough. I started perimenopause officially in, I want to say 2017, 2018 for sure, but I think it was sooner than that. I also had my tubes tied very young at 29 years old, which no one told me at the time that can throw you into perimenopause earlier than the normal person. So that's been fun. The amount of times that when I started, I took a pregnancy test because I was late. I was like, well, I'm late. My tubes are tied, but I'm late. Never pregnant. Well, I did get pregnant once, but it was like one of those. I was pregnant for one day, and then the next day I wasn't. It was, I don't remember what it's, chemical pregnancy? I don't know. That was way back. So not right now. Anyway, I can't lie. So I'm like, or not lie on purpose, but I can't like say something. And then in my mind, I was like, oh, yes, you did. It wasn't during perimenopause, but you did have a positive pregnancy test, and you were 20 or you were 30 when it happened. So I'm like, I have to explain myself. It's like a little thing, which is not bad. But anyway, since being in perimenopause, I have not had a positive pregnancy test, and which is fine. But it's so hard because you just, especially if you've been like me and you're like, oh, I was 28 days. My period lasts 7 days. Bam, 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 bam. For it to just start being like, I don't know when I'm coming. I don't know how long I'm going to be around. She's not very nice, honestly. But, so that's what started happening was first, I think, I should probably look back on old videos and see, but that's what I remember is my periods going like, not coming on time. But the last few years have been really hard as the period flu has begun. I've had a hot flash. I do preventative things to not get those. I inhale peppermint oil, which can help prevent hot flashes. So I'm hoping that I will never have them again. They suck. They truly suck. Oh, and I've had two. I remembered another one. The 2 times when I had them, I was not using the peppermint oil. So I'm assuming that it's working. So you can actually also use it topically. Just don't use it straight. Just add a like lotion or some kind of olive oil or coconut oil, just kind of oil to it so you don't like burn your skin. But yeah, it just helped with that. So, but the main thing is the period flu, or having like crushing fatigue. I'm in a perimenopause group on Facebook, and women would say, oh, I have crushing fatigue. What do you people do? What do y'all do about it? And I'm like, I've never had that. Boy, did it start this year. The last half of this year, I have started with the crushing fatigue, and I'm like, I have it today, actually, and period flu. So, and you don't always have them at the same time. But crushing fatigue is like I am walking through mud. I am so freaking sleepy. I just want to go lay down and take a nap all day long. Like that, you're like, there's nothing else I can do. Your body feels like it is not working, and it's not even just being sleepy with your eyes. It's like full body sleepiness. And then the period flu for me feels like body aches and eyelid pain. And so I can tell the difference between like being sick with some kind of virus or something and period flu, because not because of the time of month it comes, because since I'm so irregular, it comes when it feels like coming. So I get the body aches, but my eyelids, like the lids literally hurt. And I'm just like, the first time that happened, I think it was 2020. And I was like, what's wrong with me? Something's terribly wrong with me. I must have COVID. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I started Googling, and it was like, oh, this is a common symptom of period flu. And I was like, the heck is period flu? First time. So yeah, I had that and the body aches, and today I have the crushing fatigue on top of that. So it's been fun. I'm also emotional. I just, and I'm like, I need to talk about these things when they're happening because it helps. It's like therapy. So yeah, look, I'm getting a notification from my Hinge Health. I do physical therapy, so for that. So another thing that has happened with my body this year is I just keep injuring myself, and it is so frustrating. Oh, I want to cry. I'm gonna cry. I had this goal of it's so stupid. I had this goal of, okay, I'm turning 49, so I want this year up until I'm 50, I want to be like the best year of my life. I want to take care of myself. I want to exercise. I want to build muscle. And so I turned 49 in September, but I was like starting to exercise again before that. And in July, I started exercising again, and I heard on the radio someone was talking about doing Bulgarian squats. I was like, oh, let me try that. So I tried them. I literally injured both of my knees. I had torn menisci in both my knees. It was horrible. My left knee is fine now. This is November, you guys. This is the end of November. This happened at the end of July. My right knee is almost completely fully healed, but it's still probably like 5 to 7% gives me problems. So that started getting better. And 3 weeks ago, I was at my parents' house, and I went to go look in like this chest they have. I was looking for a quilt that was my grandmother's. Didn't find it. He thinks that he got rid of it. My dad. But I was squatting down, and I looked in this chest, and then I put it down, and I went to stand back up, and instead of standing on both feet like a smart person would, I stood back up while still on my toes. And something cracked and popped inside my ankle. And I was like, ow, that hurt. And I was fine after that. Next thing I know, 3 hours later, I'm in the bathtub. I love a good bath, you know. And I started feeling this tightening pain, like right in my ankle, but then above that into my calf. And it was like squeezing. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like happening so quickly. And I was like, what is happening? I had forgotten about the pop in my ankle because it didn't hurt anymore. And I looked at my calf, because it's like not my calf, but the side. Okay, if this is my foot, I have to explain. It's really hard to see because I don't have my glasses on. If this is my foot, like this is where the pain went, and then up the side. It was getting tighter and tighter. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a blood clot. Like must be what's happening, because this is so. And then I was like, Stephanie, okay, stop it. Don't spiral. you're not having a blood clot. There's literally no red streaks. There's nothing. And I'm staring at it, waiting for this clot to appear, or the streaks. So I was like, okay, let's Google. And I know they say never to Google, but sometimes it helps, okay? So I Google, oh no, I got on ChatGPT is what I did. I was like I was like, pain, calf, right side, tightness, sudden. It said something about injuring your ankle or some kind of pop in your ankle. And I was like, oh, I did do that earlier. And it told me what it was, and I can't remember now. I did get it confirmed by a doctor that that's exactly what it was. And I don't trust AI all the time. It's wrong a lot. So just be careful with that. But it did make me feel like, oh, okay, I'm not having a blood clot. There's no reason that I would have a blood clot. I have very good blood flow. Anyway, this is what happens. So yeah, I had that, and I waited a week, and I went back to my ortho, the same one that helped me with my knee, or same place, different doctor. And he was like, oh, yeah, you just had your, it was a sprained or strained, I can't remember, tendon is what it was. It has a name. But he's like, yeah, just wear a brace. He showed me a couple different kinds, and he's like, you should be better in like a couple weeks. So I was like, awesome. So I have another couple of weeks where I can't exercise like my bottom half, which is, that's another thing. My body, after I injured my ankle, my knees, my body was just like, well, we're just going to lose all the muscle tone you've built up ever in your entire life. It's just going to go bye-bye, gone. By the time my knees were better, I was just like, it's just skin and bones and fat. There's no muscle anymore. And I had been working for a year to build muscle using the stairs at work. I was using the stairs. We have a lot of stairs. And I was like, I'm just going to use them. And just little squats here and there, trying to and then this happened, and it just all was gone. And I remember telling the doctor, I was like, I'm so frustrated. Like when I went back, they ended up doing an MRI on my right knee. And I was like, after I had that done, I went and talked to him, and I said, I'm so frustrated. I've lost all the muscle tone in my legs, and it's not pretty, honestly. Ooh, I told y'all I was emotional today. So, I ended up having to start all over. And so I didn't get to start all those real exercises until 3 days ago. So I am taking the stairs at work again, but I just started that this last week. So I am 2.5 months into this 49 years old year, and I'm starting from scratch, and it's super frustrating. So, yeah, I'm frustrated. I've never experienced this in my body. I'm not injury prone. I've never broken anything. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood. Oh, this is wood. But honestly, please, Lord Jesus, because I can't do this. I need my body back in a better one. I want to have a better body. I always hear about these women. They're like, my 40s were my best, or my 40s have been my best. And I'm like, well, mine haven't. It's sucked. So, how about my 50s? Let's do that. 49, the rest of 49 and on. I want to have a really good muscle tone, muscly body, not like bodybuilder, but not what I currently have. I want to be strong. I've got grandbabies now. I have 2 grandbabies, and they're just a blast. And my grandson is giant, so I need to be able to pick him up. I picked him up last night, and I was like, oh, you're so heavy. Oh my gosh. He's a big boy. His dad's a big boy too, so tall, very tall. So I'm sure he's gonna be big. Whew. But anyway, I just need to vent and kind of say what I'm going through with the perimenopause stuff. So anyway, it was great to sit down and do this. I'm going to try and do this more often. The short form is fun, but it's just not, it's not feasible for me because I like to talk. So trying to fit everything into 60 seconds is like, oh, I don't know. It's not good. It's not good for anyone to be watching those anyway. I'm gonna still make them, but I'm just not going to make as many. Try to get back to long form videos. Anyways, please leave me a comment and like, and please subscribe if you haven't. I've been stuck at 21,000 subscribers for years. Probably because I'm not, what do you call it? Consistent. I probably just need to be more consistent. Yeah. Anyway, I love y'all. Bye.